Ladies and gentle babies.
Hey.
Sorry.
Oh my God.
Nasra,
get with the program.
I actually really like that.
All right.
You said the intro.
Yeah.
All right.
We're using the intro.
Ready?
Oh.
2, 1. Ladies and gentle babies.
We are the Uncharted.
Yeah.
Welcome. We're out here. Welcome. Episode 6, I think this is.
Episode 6.
We have a very, very, very super duper special guest with us at the pool table here this evening.
Millie Rock Righteous.
Introduce yourself. Tell them who you are.
Hello. Salam alaikum.
Word.
I'm Nasra, and I do poems and stuff.
Poems and stuff. Nasra's a friend of the Uncharted. I first met her in 2014 at CFSW. And she was rocking with a dope crew at the time. Mm-hmm. The squad was lit, and we just kind of kicked it for a bit and got to know her. And now she's here in Toronto, and she is out here banging with your boys.
Mm-hmm.
Just
banging.
Out here steady mobbing.
Mobbing.
So tell us how'd you get your start in the game? Where you at, and what are you currently pursuing more so? Because at the Uncharted we like to go forward and search for uncharted territories. What is your current game of choice?
Oh, man. So I am really have my mind wrapped around like theater and like what kind of theater I want to make and what kind of theater I want to see.
Very nice.
And because I went to musical theater school and it was dope. It was like 2 years. I learned a lot. But I had a hard time just being like, word, that's me. This is my life. You know, not too much trap in musical theater.
Word.
If you surprise.
Yeah.
You know, Lin-Manuel Miranda is changing that slowly. Hamilton. Really into Hamilton.
Yeah, I got it.
If anyone,
evident.
I have deep feelings about that show and that man. So, yes, theater, and I'm thinking about it. And so, so I wrote a one-woman show. Because I was like, theater and poetry, my two favorite things. And I danced a little, and it's a cool project.
What's it called?
It's called Collaboration: The Human and the Divine.
Ooh,
word.
Link.
Yes.
That's mad wavy.
There will be stuff.
That's actually so exciting.
So did you start with spoken word? Is that was kind of like your entry into performance arts, or was it like did you do something else? Did you kind of do a lot of it at the same time, or okay?
Yeah, it was kind of, so spoken word came, so I kind of just like, I auditioned for this program that I was like, you get to learn how to sing and you get to dance and act. It's fame. Yes, I want it. And I auditioned and I got in by some fluke. My audition was terrible. It was so bad. But I got, no, it was like, the companies had to restart like 4 times the song because I was like,
no, that's it. Yeah, bring it back.
Just back. But, you know, I overcame. Here I am. And I learned some cool things about theater and just performing. So, but I was also really obsessed with the Strivers Row. Like simultaneously, I was just starting to like watch like Carbon the Sun, Alicia Harris. Zora.
I still follow.
Amazing. We busted a wine at the New Yorican.
No.
Yes, like full out. It was like it's right here. It's right here. She grabbed me just grabbed, and I was like her stabilizer. While she was going off. Anyways, so yes. It
was lit.
I was obsessed with them. I looked up open mic in Edmonton because I was like, well, I'll try it, whatever. And then I went to Bruges, Ahmed Nomadic, Titi Lopez Nuga. They were there. Titi grabbed me by the shoulders and she was like, after I did my first poem, she's like, you have to slam. I was like, what's that? She was like, it's competing, your poetry, you'll be dope. 1, we need you because you're a woman. 2, we need you because you're black. And I was like, all right, Titi, you're very powerful, yes. And then I slammed and I did well, and I just thought maybe this is a cool thing. So they were both were on the come up at the same time. While I was figuring out.
That's an interesting story.
I've actually never heard one like that.
That's crazy. It's literally baptism by fire.
For real, I was just like.
Just in it, in it to win it.
Because nothing else was working anymore, right? So it's like once you run out of.
Well, and it's obvious in your style too, and like what you do, because like you can see the heavy theater influence, and like you know what I mean, multi kind of whatever. Like when you hear a lot of us, like especially me do poetry, you can tell like it's okay. He's a poet, like he's a spoken word artist.
Yeah.
He came up from watching Def Jam on YouTube, and that's how you know what I mean. But like you can tell that you have a lot of different influences, which is really cool.
Cool.
I would have a question then. For the mixing of the two art forms, what about their pairing makes it so great for you to create with both of them?
It's like language, right? So just having different vocabulary to say the thing that you want to say in the most like clear way and accessible way. So like when I talk to my mom about the different languages that she speaks and like how like basically it's all one language. Like she has phrases that are Somali, she has phrases that are Oromo, she has phrases that are French, that are Italian, that like they're very specific, and they always stay the same, right? So it's like if I'm gonna say you're driving me crazy, I'm gonna say it by this phrase in Somali because it's the most specific to like what I need to tell you, right? That's multilingual people, like usually that's a common thing, is that they're like, yo man, they just don't have the word for it in Italian, like so I have to say it in order, you know, it's just like vocabulary. So kind of like practicing dance, like the technical stuff of it, and learning actually how to sing, like how to read music, and how to, you know, have that different vocabulary so you can just vocabulary. That's the thing.
It sounds to me like you are a person kind of like myself who's very much in love with the process. I get the sense listening to your work and also hearing you speak now that you're a kind of person who takes pleasure in the not only the excavation but in the preparation, in the putting together of said art or said experience. It seems to me like you're very much a fan of that.
Yeah, definitely. Because it feels like the closest thing to like ritual that I have, you know?
Yeah.
The closest thing to like prayer that I have.
Absolutely.
And so it's like I have like a strong spiritual connection. Yeah. And I was like, you know, I was born and bred Muslim and like into it. But it's been an interesting relationship, and that's like kind of what my show is about. Yeah. Working through that, but that kind of the faith that it kind of bestowed in me and like on me is very present in my artistic process. Like it's like those two have to live together because it's like just spirit, right? So I'm just like
you should give the listeners a teaser, like something to bring them into the shows. Perhaps just tell us a little quick synopsis of what you're bringing to the game for them.
You're gonna tell us about it if you want. Yeah, just like.
Yeah,
not the whole thing. No spoilers.
I want to do the whole thing.
No spoilers, please.
Give us the whole show right now.
I'm just asking you to move. I just want a summary of what people would see. Like this show is a show about something.
So maybe I'll just do the little beginning.
Oh, okay. I'm excited.
Okay. Hoya says, question everything except Allah and me and the police. You saw what they did to Haba Feiruz's boy. Keep your braids neat. Look both ways when crossing the street. Do not gossip. But Hoya, I heard another brown boy is missing, beaten, killed. I heard another Muslim woman is missing, beaten, killed for her scarf or lack of. I heard less things resemble God now. More things are mirrors. More things demand you speak their name, wear it like religion, as if you weren't born with the faith and name of your own. I am worried that amidst all this rubble I will find myself not all there and everywhere. I am worried that there are no pieces of me I have created, that I had no hand in this victory in any of them. You say, let go and let God. I am wondering, is letting go synonymous with freedom or falling?
Ooh.
That's the opening moment.
Woo! I am putting the fucking monetization on this video. You gotta pay to watch that.
We're going viral. Hey.
Thank you so much.
Thanks.
That was way more than I even expected, but thank you so much.
That was gorgeous.
That was fucking stellar. My word.
So I have one more question, like formal question.
Yeah.
Shooting the shit or whatever.
Yeah.
Question. So, is there a part of the process in creating for you that is tied into spirituality? Is there an experience, I guess, being a creator, being someone who creates things and like writes and whatever? Is there a part of that process that's spiritual for you?
I think the humbling of it. So it's like super vague, but so if I do this, right, I share this with you, this thing that I wrote about a very important thing in my life, and I was just open with you. The finding the humility in that, and being like, you were gracious enough to like be there and sit with me, and like I was able to like strip myself of ego and whatever enough to get to like the authentic part, get to the true thing. So like just knowing that, like, yo, cool, like gratitude, and it's like a very like, so when I do a poem that I like honestly like, I'm like, I said a thing that is true. Good job. And I'm proud of the way I did that. So like the craftsmanship of it, because that's my like the training or the creative kind of like hand stuff, you know. But after like doing a poem and feeling like I shared something real is like it's the most grounding thing. Like it's just like cool. Okay, like now I can do whatever.
There's a lot of like, in like a lot of the religions, right? Like the idea of like humility and coming clean and being at your most vulnerable, raw self, and like religion being able to kind of be the vehicle for that. But it's very much like poetry and storytelling very much brings a similar feeling. Where it's just like this creating a very vulnerable, raw environment where people are stripping themselves of any facades and ego or whatever. So that's cool, like how you bring those two together.
The storytelling of it's the most like human thing that has ever existed, right?
Absolutely. All right.
Dope. All right.
Well, damn. Holy.
Man, my daughter couldn't have a better mother. If she ever find another, he better love her. Man, I swear my life is perfect. I can merge it. If I die, I'll probably cry in my own service.